Yo guys, what is going on? This is card number 5. Today I have another Flashback player review for you guys. We're going to be talking about the Flashback Hanley now. There are two in the game. My focus on this review is going to be the 93 Hanley, but I do want to talk a little bit about the 97 Hanley, and I want to compare the two real quick just in case you guys were interested. Now for the 97 Hanley, if you guys are looking for an everyday starting shortstop and you don't want to get too low, don't want to get A-Rod, you don't want to go with Machado, you don't want to go with Seager, you don't want to go with Correa or whatever. There's so many options at shortstop. You get my point here. And you want a guy that hits righties really well and has average fielding. Look at the 97 Hanley. It's I would say it's a more balanced overall card than the 93 one. The thing I like about the 93 Hanley is he has more speed, and it is the collection reward. So I already had Jose Fernandez, so I pretty much got him. I pretty much had to get Stan and D Gordon, and I got the 93 Hanley. So that's kind of my take on it. Now, if you want to compare attributes, the 97 Hanley is better against righties and has less power versus lefties. Now, the 93 one is better against lefties. Still good against righties, but it's better against lefties. And has more speed, but a little bit worse defense. So the 93 one, guys, here's what I use the 93 one for. I use it as a bench player. I don't use it as a starter at shortstop. I already have A-Rod. I use 93 Hanley coming off the bench. I like to platoon him at first. You can platoon him at third. You can even play the outfield. I already have his other card pulled up here, so he can play short, first, third, and left. So I like to platoon him at first base. He'll lose 5% fielding, which isn't a big deal. It'll take a few points off, but a lot of guys at first are bad fielders anyways. But he actually, for me, he plays just fine over there. So defense isn't great, but if you guys are looking for, I kind of use Hanley as another Ben Zobrist. Like I have Ben Zobrist and Hanley both off my bench. They're great bench guys to have. Hanley also has the speed. Zobrist can come off the bench for the defense. So this is a 93 Hanley, and next we're going to go into batting practice, give you guys a few tips. So stand by for that. And before we go into batting practice, guys, I do want to show you what happens when you edit Hanley's positions. So if you move him from short to third, he goes up to a 95 diamond. So still a diamond. Now, if we move him from third to say left field, which is one of his secondaries, he jumps up to a 96. So he becomes one of the best left fielders in the game. And he actually wouldn't be too bad in left field because he does have good speed. And finally, if we move him to first base, he actually goes down a little bit to a 92 gold. That's actually kind of weird. I'm not sure why that is, but those are his positions. If you decide to edit, keep in mind you have to account for the 5% deductions he'll take in the field, but since they're already pretty low, it's only going to be a couple points. I just wanted to show you guys that before we got into batting practice. Alright, so we're going to be facing Dallas Keuchel. I wanted to face a lefty, because that's pretty much what I use Hanley for. I don't really start him against righties. Not that he can't start versus righties, and if that's the only option you guys have, and you already went for Jose Fernandez and you got Stanton, go ahead and get Hanley if you don't have a shortstop. He's still one of the top shortstops in the game. I personally prefer to have guys with good defense, but he makes up for it with the bat. So, anyways, when you're facing left-handed batters, guys, I pretty much just start my PCI in the middle, try to stay back on it. He can pull it, he can go oppo, but I try not to get too crazy. I try to just see the ball deep and track it. Nothing really too crazy. I don't hold the PCI middle in like that when I'm facing a soft tossing lefty. I try to track it out of the hand and just go with it. Hanley can pull it, he can go oppo or whatever, but keep in mind if you guys are pulling pitches a little bit more, you'll have a better success at running out some ground ball hits. So that's always a plus if you're thinking about using Hanley's speed to your advantage. Other than that, nothing really crazy. Hanley is, I think, if you already have your team set and you're looking for a platoon first baseman, and you have Eddie Murray, you might have Teixeira. They both hit lefties well, and they're both switch hitters, but they don't hit lefties as well as Hanley. So, or if you have the Prince fielder, or if you have Will Clark, or whoever you have at first base and they're left-handed, and you're looking for a good platoon guy, in my opinion, guys, Hanley is the best platoon at first base, or even third base for that matter. If you want to platoon the Flashback Beltray and Hanley, you can do that as well. You're going to lose a little bit of defense with Hanley, but that is okay. So, next, guys, we'll show you some fielding. We'll show you some gameplay clips among a few other things, so stand by. Alright, so what can Hanley do in the field? Personally, guys, I haven't used him too much at shortstop. I usually use him at first, but the nice thing about him, he does have good speed, and that helps. Especially if you plan on playing him in left field, the speed will help with his fielding. Not so much maybe at first base. Other than that, he's pretty mediocre, everything else fielding wise. But if you hide him at first, you really won't notice anything in the long run. At shortstop, you will notice that he won't get to some balls. He doesn't have a very strong arm. But like I said, if that's the only option you have, I would go ahead and just suck it up. I mean, he'll make the routine plays. It's not like he's a little leaguer out there trying to just make routine plays and he can't do so. I mean, he's going to make the routine plays for you guys. I've had a lot of friends that have used him a lot the first few months when the game came out, and they really didn't have any problems with him. He gets the job done. So it's really up to you guys how much value you put in defense. Obviously, Tulo and A-Rod and Brandon Crawford, Ozzie, if you're looking for defense, those are the cards to go. But if you just want some hitting, this is one of the better options at shortstop. And like I said, I don't even play him at shortstop. I play him at third. Yeah, you guys could also platoon him in the outfield as well. Oh, there's Hanley booting the ball. So yeah, his defense isn't perfect, but like I said, I mainly use him to platoon. But he can get the job done at shortstop as well. So next we're gonna have some gameplay clips for you guys. So stay tuned. All right, so I don't have too many clips of Hanley, but this is one home run I do want to show you guys. This was versus an 1800 player. He was facing Kershaw, so when you guys have to face Kershaw or Sell or any other good lefty, Hanley is a great guy to have, especially even off the bench, late in games, do a double switch, or even as a pinch runner. But this is against Kershaw. He threw a curveball down in there, so we got ahead of the count. I believe it's 2-1 or 3-1. And I'm looking for something to drive. I'm looking middle in, just keep my PCI middle. 2-1 count. We get a fastball in the inner half, and Hanley just hits it out with ease. I don't know how well I was on that, but he definitely left that over the middle of the plate, and that's what Hanley does with those mistakes. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Make sure to like and sub if you guys are liking these reviews, and make sure you go try out Hanley if you need a shortstop or backup first baseman. This is car number 5 signing out. Peace.